This is going to be Mr. In Your Face for the Xbox Party Chat review. Where to start? This run through started with the goal at purely being a run through until I realized that I made the mistake and I set the difficulty to master, not casual. Now, I have no problem playing a game on mastery. I can do that. The difficulty isn't the issue. Well, here's the experience. How cool was it to get a game for free? Games with gold. Love it. It's the best. How cool is it? Well, no. It was free, and that's about as much good as I can say about my experience in this game. I have to say that it was not a pleasant experience. The name of the game is Thief, and that's exactly how it felt every one of the 14 hours I played. Not that I was a thief stealing precious jewels, but that I was a victim in the act of thievery where this title stole my precious time. Now, of course, there are highs, and of course, there are going to be lows in any game. But when that low is spending 30 plus minutes trying to get a single kill on a guard, and whenever he turns around, he lunges at you like he's a blind person trying to swipe at a whole swarm of invading bees, it can get borderline infuriating. Now, I would never go down on a game for the difficulty measure. If someone wants to play on Master, go ahead. Play on Master. Play on Expert. Whatever that setting is for that game, go for it. What's not okay, though, is the insane amount of difficulty bounces that go from ups and downs like a yo-yo in a bouncy house and on an emotional roller coaster. The game controls are awful. I'm talking a man with broken legs bound to a wheelchair being pushed around on an ice rink in the winter after a nice coat of grease has been applied as it's a coat of primer on a bedroom wall. The story, well, to be honest, I don't remember much. It's not a very memorable story. But from what I do remember, I'll fill you into the cheese slice that, well, is a story after being used as a personal shield against a gladiator. Essentially, you're a man who has a past running with a female, which has been kind of insinuated in the story. At some point in the beginning, you're running around and you accidentally fall into superpowers. I'm talking you trip and you're Spider-Man. That's pretty much what it is without the Spider-Man powers. The rest of the game, you're trying to find the source of an evil and also a woman, and put a shredded bag of cheese for filler content in between, and ta-da, I just retold Thief. The issue is the story was minimal. I'm talking the story was thin. Thin as a brick after being dropped from a 100-foot building on top of my own personal copy of Thief, which would be fine if I hadn't bought it digital. But now that's tainted. Save files are also virus. So I'll personally walk my console up those steps like Rocky training for his final boxing match and doom punch the console to the sidewalk. Seems the only option. Somehow being tied into this accident, giving you powers, you save a woman. Or that's what you're trying to do the whole game. And after all that time doing this run on Master, I ultimately was let down. I'm talking more let down than a bushel of leaves beneath a henchman after a nasty slip on a banana, down an elevator shaft, straight into a rickety bundle of sticks and mulch. Yes, there were some fun things about this game. When the stealth didn't seem like the AI and I were playing a brutal game of chess, and every time I stepped over to take a sip of water, the AI peeked and looked and moved one of the chess pieces on the board. It wasn't horrible. Sometimes the stealth missions were immensely intense, and as you sneak around the corner in just a second before a guard comes without sneezing distance of your character. But what really stinks is the high horse the Thief franchise sat on has now been forever fractured. Damage cannot be undone. like dropping a cannonball on a gym floor. All in all, this game was an incredibly enjoyable stealth game with fantastic graphics, and I cannot wait to see the birth of a sequel within the next coming years. Dishonored 2. Oh, wait. Was I still writing a review on Thief? Let's get back to that. My bad. Let's just sum it up with 4 simple words. Go play Dishonored instead. It's not excruciatingly painful to play. It's only painful. It's like, do I want to take this hammer to the knees or to the face? I'll give this game a please no more 4 out of 10.